Hey guys, Garrett back for Sableye the Mind Sculptor with another Frontier deck. So this is probably going to be one of my shortest deck techs of all time, because as you might have read in the name, this deck consists of 40 lands, and what that means is that there are only actually 20 cards that are going to need explaining in this deck. So without further ado, let's just get into the cards. Island, Swamp, Forest, all is 5 ofs. You need to fetch a lot of them with this deck, so you really need to have that supply of basics. Single Grier Reach Sanitarium, because there's no real downside to having it, and sometimes you want it. I could actually even see running 2 of them. I don't know. Then we've got Flooded Strand, Windswept Heath, and Bloodstained Mire, all as playsets, as well as Wooded Foothills, Polluted Delta, and Evolving Wilds, all as playsets. These are pretty much all of the fetches I could run. So, yeah. Why do I need all these fetches? Even the ones that are hardly relevant, such as the ones that only fetch one color? Well, it is because I need to be triggering landfall quite a lot. So moving on to our next block of cards, we've got Taigum Scheming, which says, look at the top 5 cards of your library and put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on top in any order. Which is actually the same text as our next card, Contingency Plan. And then finally we have Mind Sculpt, which says target player puts the top 7 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. So these cards, you guys probably recognize, are all unspeakably bad. They are just unplayably awful. Don't worry, it's going to make sense with the next slide. Yes, Splendid Reclamation and Retreat to Hargra. So, the plan of this deck is to use Mind Sculpt, Taigum Scheming, and Contingency Plan to mill a whole bunch of lands into your graveyard, and then use Retreat to Hargra plus Splendid Reclamation to bring them all back. Then you send off all of the fetch lands you got this way, and that will trigger Retreat around 20 times if it's done correctly and kill your opponent. I know this seems improbable, but I've had this deck go off on turn 5 like a lot of times. And this is mostly due to just how good it is to have 4 Taigum Scheming and 4 Contingency Plan for your smoothing. Because what you can do is throw away all the lands you were going to draw because you want them gone anyway, and then get your next Contingency Plan or Taigum Scheming if you don't find a combo piece. And really all you have to do is find one of each combo piece and resolve them. So you can dig 5 cards into your deck, 10 cards into your deck at any time, and if you ever find that you don't have enough lands in your graveyard, you just cast your Mind Sculpt. Usually you only are 3 or 4 short, and you'll end up with enough lands in your graveyard to go off. So that was a stupidly short video. I hope you liked it. Peace out.